This is the current environment I am in. You can see it's this whole room. So this is my robot. I'm going to start the navboard console. Here I have the IP address of my robot, and this is local port. I can connect it to it. You can see the front camera was enabled, which is this one. You can see also the lefty camera, right camera. If I enabled any of them, you can be able to see me sitting right here. So but since we are not going to use them a lot of time, so we can skip them right now. So you can see the right camera, the left camera down there. So let me relive the front camera. So this green circle, it shows us the clearance we have, and we are getting all the information about the obstacle from this LiDAR. This is RP LiDAR C1, and if I drive around, you can see that I put it in manual, like there is no mapping or navigation stuff, just manual to drive normally. So you can see the ROS messages are being shown. Here we have launched IMU and everything, and if you come down here, you can see the IMU, the rotation, the pitch and roll, and you can see the CPU, memory usage, BP usage, the range. Every sensors are being displayed right here. So these are the telemetry from the robot. So since we have enabled our robot, we can try to drive forward. You can see we are moving, and so as I was saying, we can use also the arrow keys. If I go forward, I return backward. So you can see that I'm very close to some object there, the table. That's why we are seeing the red color, but to this part, to the left part. So I can drive around in this mode normally. That's like when you want to have fun, you can drive around. So you can also see that you can increase speed or reduce it, depend on what you want. You can see that the robot is faster now because the speed is 100%. So if I reduce it to 10%, you can see that it is moving slowly. Yeah, this is the first mode. You can press e-stop. If I press e-stop, the robot shouldn't be able to move. You can see I can't do nothing to make the robot move. So it is stopped right now. But e-space, like e-stop, you can use space. Yeah, click to enable it. So you see here I have enabled the obstacle avoidance. Since we are running some AI task, I can do YOLO so that we can start to detect a different object in the environment. Once it is enabled, I can try to go back, but we don't have major object in front of us. That's what, okay, you can see it was able to recognize the couch. So yellow is enabled. You can see the performance of BPU now. It is running on 30% when we are running yellow 11. Then we disable it, we run depth anything. So this was the initial approach, but it wasn't reliable as I wanted. So in the yellow, like in the yellow spaces, this shows us the object are very close. Then in the dark blue, the object are very far. So it is cool thing to use when you want to learn about how different model works. So you can see the BPU is running almost on 100%, but I have to convert the model into format that can be able to read by BPU. So this was another map. So here you can see another interesting buttons. We have mapping, we have navigate, we have save map, we have also the process of doing mapping. So we can try to start mapping and we save a map we want. So we click on start map. Yeah, no, right now we have map loaded already, but if we start mapping, so we are loading mapping. Now it is on. We come to the map. So we are going to do a fresh map from 0. It's a fresh map from 0. So you can see we have a little window that shows in front of the robot, but the rest of the map is not yet constructed. So we can do the process of building the map, driving around. So we are driving in environment. Also the obstacle avoidance is enabled, so I want to be able to drive when I'm facing some object, but as I'm moving, you can see that I'm building a map slow by slow. The map is coming together. All of this is being done without odometry from the wheels. My wheels doesn't have odometry, so I'm using scan, like the lasers that are coming from the RP radar. They are the ones that I'm using for the odometry, so to be able to stay consistent with the map. So my robot is somewhere around there. I can drive around, so it means we are very close to object. I can turn 360 and move. I'm moving slow by slow, so because I want to build the map step by step, but as of now I I have completed everything. I can return to the origin where I started before, and you can see the map is completed. So after doing the map, I can save this map I have constructed. So that's what I'm going to do. I name it maybe final 3. The map is saved now, so I can use it next time I want to use map again. So another feature, now we are going to do navigation. Since we know the environment, well, we can do navigation inside this environment, but right now navigation, you can choose like from the map you want, either like the one we have built now or anyone you want. You can also delete a map if you are no longer using that map. You can delete any map that you don't want to use, depending on what you want. So let me choose fin 3 because that's the one I was using. Then now we are loading navigation, so we have to wait so that every node is launched, and we can start the navigation process. So I haven't completed this process yet because I think I was having issues with localization, global localization, maybe because the odometry are not reliable, but also considering the time, the small window time we have, I wasn't be able to load the previous map, so that I can't do the mapping from 0. But here in navigation mode, I can also build the map again, or navigate to place that is unknown, but it is very accurate. So let's try to move forward by clicking to the map, to the position you want to go to. I clicked. You can see the robot is trying to find itself. It's trying to navigate. So it has reached that point. You can see that point right here. You can see the robot is exactly at that point. So also the map has improved. You can see it was also doing the mapping again. We can go a little bit further in front. Let's navigate there. So yeah, you can see also it is to our location we wanted. You can see that's a bit further, so we can also return back like where we were before in this position, and that's what I'm going to do. You can see there is chair number 1, number 2, which is this one, 1 and 2, so which means it's about right here. So let's click to that position and see robot navigating to this exact position. We click, then the robots return back to that position. Yeah, So that was the progress I managed to make, and I hope everything I have pushed everything to GitHub, either the app, the codes, the materials I used, so that anyone can use them in the future if they want to build uh, the same robot. Thank you very much.